your 5th or 50th video, right, will always be far better than the very first video that you've uploaded. Don't let that happen in 2025. You care so much that your village people are constantly monitoring you. If I post this content, they will just cringe. Post it and allow them to cringe. Give them a reason to cringe. What's the problem? Don't even cringe at your own videos. Oh my goodness. I want to remind you, do you know that we are all doing live for the first time? I'm breathing this very second for the first time. I don't know if you get that, right? If you work a 9 to 5 and you're a content creator on this space, you cannot afford not to have excellent time management skills, okay? You cannot afford not to plan. Self-awareness is so important. The lack of self-awareness to me is the beginning of self-deception. I ruined my channel by posting vlogs. My channel wasn't just about vlogs. I used to create content on YouTube strategies for beginners, book review, beauty, acne stories, and all of that. All of a sudden, I ruined this channel you're watching just by posting vlogs. Hey guys, happy new year and welcome to 2025. Okay, today I'm here to let you all know that my channel will be undergoing revamping all through 2025, and this is because I have decided to commit to a never-ending constant improvement. Okay, and I'll unashamedly show up for myself without limitations of mine. Like literally, Helen, if you want to be a content creator, then you have to do it in a wholesome way. Okay, you have to take it really serious, because there is nothing like a shy content creator. I don't even classify myself as someone who is shy, right? And even most introverts are successful creators. So what's the limitation? Why do you consistently limit yourself in this space? I feel like I have limited myself so much with flimsy excuses, especially when it comes to creating content on YouTube. I used to have a channel which I lost at a very thriving point. It got me really traumatized as at that time, right? I created this one barely interested. Then I resorted to uploading vlogs right on this channel just to keep it going, you understand, because it was more convenient for me. Like, if you've been in this position where you are doing the barest minimum in your channel, I am here to actually encourage you and to make it sound very clearly to you, okay, that this is the time for you to quit all excuses, all those flimsy excuses why you can't and why you haven't up until now, like all those excuses that just slows you down. Just as I'm speaking to myself, I also hope that I am speaking to someone out there, okay? Reject those voices in your head that comes up with structured lies on the reasons why you can't show up for yourself. Wake up and take this serious. Like Helen, you need to wake up and you need to take this really, really serious. Clean up your mess, revamp your channel to a whole new person, because you know that you can give more. You know you have been limiting yourself. You know that you have had so much reservations. Why are you giving just a pinch of all of the talents that God has embedded in you? So here are the steps I have taken to commence my channel revamp. Like I mentioned earlier, it's an ongoing process, right? And every video will get better than the previous one, and a whole new community will arise from this channel. Okay, yes. So the first step is self-awareness, admitting that you can actually do more and even better, and that you have been limiting yourself. No other person has limited you. There is no, this is self-criticism, okay? Knowing that you have been holding back. See, you of self-awareness is so important. The lack of self-awareness to me is the beginning of self-deception. Deep down, when no one is looking, there are certain things you know that there is no how this is not your fault. You get that, right? If you're able to actually tell yourself the truth and criticize yourself squarely without being sentimental or without looking for any excuse to just patch it up, then definitely you've arrived at that point where you know you need a change. That point where you're able to tell yourself the truth. That point where you're able to have a deep self-reflection. The point where you're able to collect feedback, right? Constructive criticism feedbacks from people. That's points where you're able to tell yourself that, see, I want to be a whole new person, right? And I want to start taking actions, daily steps. I want to take 100% responsibility of my life, take daily actions that leads me to achieving that big complex goal, right? Exactly. When you get to that point, you understand that self-awareness is actually very paramount. Figure out your niche. I actually believe that one can explore 3 to 4 different niches, right? To understand, to reach, and as well as to retain their target audience. However, I actually do not advocate for you to limit yourself to a certain niche, okay? Because I feel like we are constantly evolving, okay? And the wisdom of the Lord is there for us. Amen. And it keeps availing us with creative ideas in our minds. So for me, my niche will be evolving. For now, I'll be creating content on my MBA journey, YouTube strategies for beginners, and my weight loss series, and of course my vlogs. Okay, yeah, I feel like my personality radiates effortlessly in my vlogs, and I don't want to take that or scrap that out completely from my channel. Okay, so one thing again you have to know is to plan your content. Like I asked myself, Helen, you're a top performer at work, like you're a go-getter, like you surpass all of the tasks or challenges they have ever brought to you, like you do that excellently. Helen, you're able to set quarterly goals, weekly goals, daily goals, and you will crush them all. Why not just bring this attitude right here on YouTube and of course your other social media spaces, right? You're well put together and organized at work, like you surpass all your tasks, baby girl. I'm giving myself all the accolades that I deserve. But why do you trivialize YouTube? YouTube that has that capacity. In fact, social media spaces actually have that capacity or the capability, right, to transform your life. Why do you trivialize it? So, Helen, why don't you think that being on YouTube is just a place for you to have fun when YouTube is completely turning people's life around? Okay, not just YouTube. When I say YouTube, it's not just about the AdSense, it's about the social currency. Why do you joke around with this? This is 100% self criticism. And I'm not just speaking to myself, right? I'm also speaking to other YouTubers, other content creators out there who are doing the barest minimum and they know full well they can do better. When you attain to that point that you know you can actually do better and you would definitely put in the work to do better, you know you're the person I'm speaking to right now. If you work in 9 to 5, it's very important that you learn to plan your content. Exactly, you have to plan your content. Like you cannot afford to be disorganized. Okay, you cannot afford to just waste your time management is a priority skill for you right now. Like if you work a 9 to 5 and you're a content creator on this space, you cannot afford not to have excellent time management skills. Okay, you cannot afford to waste your time, you cannot afford not to plan your content. Okay, you need to know when to shoot your videos, what days do you shoot your videos, and even prior to that you must have had well written down content ideas. Like you know what it calls content planning, right? Writing down the kind of videos, the type of videos, how you want to shoot your videos, having them detailed out in a book. Okay, and then you plan on the day to actually start filming. You can choose to batch film, which is the best, right? When you batch film, you have lots of content to spread throughout the week. Okay, and on some days that you even feel like you have time on your hands, you can still create more content and just know when to edit, know when to schedule, and when you want it to go public. Okay, so time management skills is really paramount for a content creator who is also a 9 to 5. I'm speaking to people like me because I work in 9 to 5. Okay, and I am also trying my best, like I mentioned, not trying my best, like I would give my best to ensure that this channel experiences a complete revamping process all through 2025. So for me, I batch film during the weekends and I edit during the weekdays, okay, and schedule for upload. So you create a content plan in each category of your niche, okay? If your niche is about YouTube strategy, about beauty, skincare, all of that, Know the days that you need to upload a certain category of your niche. For instance, on Mondays, you want to upload YouTube growth strategies. And on Wednesday, you want to upload about your skincare. On Sundays, you want to upload your weekly vlogs. You see that? So you need to ensure that you are well planned and put together at every point. And on the day you're supposed to batch film, don't wake that morning and start looking for what to wear, start bringing out what to wear, bringing out. No, no way. Trying to figure out which wig goes for which. No. I have seen a content creator that actually mentioned that she wears only her black top for all her videos. That is her niche. That is how she has chosen to keep her own, to keep herself organized. I'm not saying you should do that. I don't do that, right? But what I'm trying to let you know is that you can plan ahead a night before that day. This and this. How many content am I creating? Am I shooting 2 or 3 videos? If I'm shooting 2 or 3 videos, do I want to wear the same thing? Like, who even cares if you wear the same thing? Who even cares if it's the same week? Who even cares? People want to see that you're bringing out valuable content, and that is what matters. All right. So you plan yourself, plan the clothes you want to wear, plan, just get yourself put together. If you want to be a makeup, you have to start preparing earlier, or you can even choose to actually shoot while doing your makeup and make it sort of a storytelling. Okay. Yeah. So that's just it. Get yourself well organized. Sometimes the reason you're not creating content is not because you're shy or you don't know what to say, but because you care so much about what people say. Don't let that happen in 2025. You care so much that your village people are constantly monitoring you. If I post this content, they will just cringe. Post it and allow them to cringe. Give them a reason to cringe. What's the problem? Don't even cringe at your own videos. Sometimes you watch your videos and like, what is this one feeling like? There's some of my videos I watch, I'm like, see her attitude. Okpo. Allow them to cringe. All of the flimsy excuses why you're not creating content because you care about what people will say, what your family members will say, what your village people are thinking of you. Oh my goodness, I want to remind you, do you know that we are all doing live for the first time? I'm breathing this very second for the first time. I don't know if you get that. You see those people that seem to be in your way of content creation, right? In your content creation journey, okay? Those ones that dampen your spirit and you feel like they're seeing my videos. I don't want to post or something like that, okay? Let me tell you, you know yourself far better than anyone. You understand your tolerance level. You understand your emotions. You understand your mental capacity. Only you can tell yourself if you have the tough skin, okay, to do what you're supposed to do or not. Now, let me give you different approaches. For those that have a tough skin, I would advise that you just leave it. You just leave it. When they cringe, you tell them, even myself, I'm also cringing. You see, we are all cringing together, right? But it will get to a point where this video meets the target audience, meets those people that sees value in it, right? And they'll be like, whoa, where have you been? Do you get that? Exactly. So allow those that want to cringe, but back to those people that do not have a tough skin. Understand the best approach for your mental health. If you need to block people that seem to be a stumbling block in your way to success, please do that. So block them right away. Don't hesitate. If that is your best approach, if that works for you, do that. Please don't hesitate. However, if your skin is as thick as ever and you chose to unapologetically embrace the cringeness with boldness and audacity and keep showing up for yourself right in their faces. See, this 2025, I am trying to motivate you as well as motivate myself, okay? Whatever works for you, just remember, we are all doing life for the very first time. We are all doing life for the very first time. Remember, I am breathing this very second for the first time. You get that, right? Exactly. And if you bother that your first video, your videos doesn't come out well like that of other content creators, that you is your video okay? Is that good enough? That is why I'm saying that you should commit to a constant, never-ending improvement. Okay, post your video. See, let me tell you, your 5th or 50th video, right, will always be far better than the very first video that you've uploaded, because YouTube, the more you post, the more you learn from other content creators. Maybe you want to work on your background, you want to work on your video quality, your video editing skills, like so many things. Believe me, is learning on the job. And if you put your mind and soul to it, which we're doing in 2025, we'll definitely learn, and we'll learn excellently right on this job. Okay, so the last but not the least is community engagement, which lies heavily on my viewers right now. Okay, I am hoping that when my content goes live all the time, that you all get to interact with my content. Okay, tell me, I need feedback, and I want to use your feedback to my advantage. What kind of content do you want to keep seeing in my channel? Okay, let me know the next video you want to see. Let me know the next, like, I need you to keep giving me, like, drop your comments below on your thoughts regarding this video, and on your thoughts regarding the next video you want to see. So guys, just to wrap up the video, okay, the key points to the revamping process includes: the first one is self-awareness, know your niche, plan your content, and then community engagement. Okay, yeah, like I mentioned, is a continuous improvement, so that means we would keep revamping over the years. As the little sites pep talk, the little pep talk on blocking whoever you think is a stumbling block to your success on your content creation journey. Okay, till next time, this is Helen Nello. Please stay fabulous. Bye bye.